8 ноября 2008 года. Нью-Йорк. Мэдисон Сквер Гарден. Место, где история бокса писалась кровью и потом величайших. Команды и бойцы прошли подготовку на высшем уровне, выложившись на максимум. Это будет бой, который запомнится навсегда. Но в этот вечер на ринг вышли не просто два бойца. Это была встреча двух разных миров. С одной стороны, непобежденный король суперсреднего веса, валлийский дракон Джо Кальзаге, человек, не знавший вкуса поражений. С другой, тот, кто когда-то казался богом бокса, коснувшийся небес и познавший горечь падения, великий Рой Джонс-младший. Нет, я чувствую себя очень хорошо, как и раньше, иначе я бы не согласился. Для одного это был шанс окончательно зацементировать свое величие в Америке, для другого – последний шанс доказать всему миру, что его магия все еще жива. Я могу. Уж поверьте, я все еще могу победить любого, не сомневайтесь. К 2008 году Рою было 39. Его феноменальная скорость уже предательски уходила, но харизма и мощь все еще заставляли соперников нервничать. Ему пора завершать карьеру, и я сделаю все, чтобы это произошло уже в этом бою. После серии сокрушительных поражений он вновь почувствовал вкус крови, уверенно разобрав Феликса Тринидада. Джо Кальзаге же находился на абсолютном пике. Он только что прошел Бернарда Хопкинса и прибыл в Америку с одной целью – забрать последний трофей – скальп живой легенды. Я понял, что не буду играть ни за Италию, ни за Ювентус, ни за Уэльс. У меня руки быстрее, чем ноги. Его стиль называли «тысячей пощечин». Это был невероятный темп и выносливость марафонца, которая ломала даже самых крепких оппонентов. Хорошо, джентльмены, правила вы знаете. Слушайте мои команды и всегда защищайтесь. Коснитесь перчаток и по углам.
When Roy Jones Jr. was in his prime, him tonight.
Okay, gentlemen.
Rarely have two fighters more visibly projected confidence before the opening bell. And immediately Kawasaki chases Jones to the ropes, missing with
There's more crack in his shot than Kawasaki. And at this stage right now, Kawasaki is fighting the fight that he wants to fight, and Jones is fighting the fight that he wants to fight. Jones is up.
38 knockouts in 52 wins for Jones. However, no knockouts since February of 2002. It's been 6.
The only real punch of this round so far, a counter right hand.
But he also gives up. Kawasaki lands inside.
Yeah.
And particularly to the body, Kawasaki is landing his stuff.
Well, to the elbows. I haven't seen too many clean shots, even downstairs.
Kawasaki knows that Jones is quicker in the center of the ring, and down goes Kawasaki. Just as he was down in the first round, hurt Kawasaki in flurries inside.
But he may not make it out of this one like he did with the Hopkins.
Right.
He's much more hurt.
He's seriously hurt. The other one's more of a flash knockdown.
Much more badly hurt than against Hopkins. And fighting rather than trying to get away. Kawasaki's going to take the chance that he can keep fighting with Jones after taking a big shot. And he goes forward, wading in. But Jones is going to have a 10-8 round with which to begin the fight.
But
He's already been down in round one. Jones has a confidence build.
He does have the ability to come back. And at this stage right now still, the fight is like, to me, a toss-up fight. It could go either way.
Down in the first round against Chris Eubank, won the fight. Down in the second round against Byron Mitchell, knocked Mitchell out in that round. Has shown the capacity to come back.
Joe Kальзаге, who I thought was the fastest light heavyweight around, at least.
Can he do it over the long stretch of the fight if Kальзаге can make it go round? And here's what will hurt Jones most if it keeps up. When he leans against the ropes and puts his hands up and lets Joe throw.
Well, I don't know, Roy can go at this pace himself, because Joe's going to go at this pace all night. He may be a little sloppy sometimes in his defense, but Roy, as we said earlier, has a...
It's abundantly clear it's a different fight in the center of the ring than when they go to the ropes. And Kazaki seems to have his legs under him now and a greater ability to withstand one. Bring him up. Blood trickling down Kalzaki's nose. Jones backing into the ropes and giving Kazaki a chance to just throw away.
Good, beautiful, clean right hand that Roy landed. He did.
Держись немного ближе к его правому плечу. Смещайся чуть правее. Окей?
Much to worry about early in the fight to dominate the second half of the fight. Good body shot by Kazaki. Left hand upstairs by Kazaki.
Over the last half round of
Kazaki unfazed. Goes at him with his hands held low.
You know, Roy's punches are much more flashier and much more powerful. But, you know, unless
he throws
really...
one punch at a time, and Kazaki throws 6.
And that's what I'm saying, and I don't know if he's ever fought anybody like this. Kazage is not just, he's a big man. You know, it's very, very difficult to just take punches from a tall guy like that.
Kalzaki's showboating in the center of the ring.
You ever thought you'd see that with an opponent against Roy Jones?
Good right hand by Jones. Hard body shot before that by Kazaki.
And this is what I expected Roy to do, boy. To just cover up, walk him down, and try to force Kazage to burn himself out by throwing so many punches while he's blocking him.
Kazaki taking Jones's punches much better now. And landing when he fires back. Hacking Jones's guard out of the way with the right hand there.
I mean, Kazage is standing in front of Roy Jones with his hands down, showboating, and carrying the round.
Watch his shoulder.
I don't think either fighter's ever fought anyone with the speed that the opponent has tonight.
It's abundantly clear, at least with body language, Kazaki is trying to portray to the audience and to the judges that he has weathered the storm, that he understands what's up with Jones now, that he's not faced by what happened in round 1, and that he can swamp Jones with punch count from here. He has dominated round 3.
Не давай ему ни секунды передышки. Ты меня понял? Окей, Джо? Чувствуешь себя уверенно? Вскрывай его оборону.
In the round, Kazaki landing 35 of 107 punches thrown. Jones 16 of 42.
Put on a performance. I mean, the guy is so good. Just incredible third round. Anyway, 2-1, Roy Jones.
The first round he's won, even though you may not have given it to him. I thought he's won all of the other rounds because he's just outworking Roy.
I think it's possible that some judges could have given him the second round, and right now, his hand speed is accelerating, and Jones is slowing down. Now, Jones may be looking for a way to go into the 4th round, but again, he's digging himself out of a hole, having fallen behind in the first and maybe the second rounds. And you never know when Jones may lay another trap for him. Question is, Kazaki now tasted Jones's power to such an extent that he won't be shocked if he gets hit again with something he doesn't see.
I believe that's the case. Look at the history of Kazage. He's always been that way. He would get hurt early and always come back. But I just think that his speed and his ring generalship is bothering Roy. Roy's never experienced this. And I think that the fact that Joe can do this all night.
That's right. You don't expect Kazaki to slow down.
No.
Kessler waited for it to happen, and Kazaki just kept building the tempo. And now he's attacking Jones with impunity in the corner. And throwing 3 and 4 punch combinations, which Jones tries to fend off one shot at a time.
He's beaten Roy in every way at this point here.
Good hard right hand by Jones.
With his hands down.
It may not be
That
wise.
he catches Joe coming in with something hard, particularly when Joe is standing as he is now with his guard down.
And again, I'm not sure he really totally disrespects Jones's power, but I think round 1.
And maybe show Roy that he doesn't respect his power.
Good straight left hand by Kazaki. 3 right hands to the body. Combination upstairs. Jones' basic equation coming into the fight. A fighter who is comfortable throwing 75 punches around against a fighter who customarily throws 35 to 40. How do you rework the equation in your favor if you're Jones?
Well, Roy's not been that successful. But Roy's contact percentage has got to be very low. He's throwing punches, but he cannot hit Kazaki.
There's a hard right hand by Jones. Kazaki comes back working the body. Kazaki blocks a couple Jones shots and slips. Body shots by Kazaki. Jones backs away. Joe hasn't landed anything really solid upstairs in a while, and he takes another hard right hand shot by Jones. This round may be on the table with 50 seconds to go. Kazaki begins to try to apply his volume formula to it.
Well, I would have to give Roy so far this round here the way it's going. At this point.
Why would Roy allow someone to stand in front of him with his hands down when he can punch is beyond me.
Well, that's his way of trying to make Kazage get tired.
Kazage lands a big left hand.
Yep.
Now the round belongs to the Welshman.
Yep.
Jones lands a left off the ropes. Jones's left eye is starting to swell.
Jones is being physically beaten as well as outpunched.
Hard right hand by Jones. Kazage with the right hand. They're going to fight down the stretch of the round.
Tough round.
And Kazage tries to nail it down with a flurry at the finish. Jones with one more big counter shot. What a round. 50 out of 58. Jones 18 out of 33. Kazage with a 12-0 edge in jabs. Jones had his moments in that round, but as you see, Harold Letterman gave it to Kazage. Slight swelling above the left, looks to counter. Jones must have made a pretty good point in the last round because Kazage is suddenly treating him with more respect.
Roy's main punch in this fight has been the right hand, particularly the right hand lead, which he does so effective. He's always gotten away with that. He's having problems, and also Kalzage's rhythm, his in and out rhythm. It's not that easy to time. You know, he's not just a guy that's walking in flat-footed before you can time him which one. He comes in and out, and he has his own good defense when he's
right hand. It doesn't look like it's having a tremendous effect on Joe.
No,
and that may be having an effect on Roy.
Definitely. Because that's the main thing he worked on, and I'm quite sure Joe them have studied him very well and learned that that's the main punch.
Remember, Kazage is the master of making mid-fight adjustments to turn the tactical equation in his favor. Takes a big uppercut there. Excellent punch by Jones. And maybe Jones has found another way to land his right hand. And
three good right hands in the round. But other than that, the activity of Joe Kazage has to be winning this fight. I mean, I thought Roy deserved an extra point for round one. Thought Roy stunned him in round two. But after that, Joe Kazage throwing too many. 4-2 Kazage on clean punching.
Kazage a little bit slower, more tactical, more selective here at the beginning of round 7. Obviously still sees Jones.
The question remains, how great is he?
Joe is starting to get through with that left hand. Roy's going straight back now, and his reflexes are not what they used to be. And Joe Kazage is coming straight through with that 1-2.
And
good
so
counter left by Jones, another one. But prior to that, Jones was having trouble seeing Kalzage's left coming.
And can Roy overcome
sharp, clean punches? And
solid left hand by Kazage. Follows it up with a couple of body shots. Another flurry by Kazage. Drives Jones back against the ropes. Roy may be momentarily hurt.
He's hurt. Straight left.
Blood above the left eye with good counter shots. But Kazage is wearing Jones down with the constant assault. Again, the hand speed flurries by Kazage. Jones gets him off with one punch. Kazage dropping his hands and staring at Jones and watching the blood flow and going back to work.
But I've never saw him knocked out until they got knocked out by Tava.
Kazage showboating again, taunting Jones as he pushes him into the corner. Jones is landing good, solid counter shots, and Kazage now is walking through them.
Here, Tarver was not applying this kind of pressure. Tarver at the time was not considered this kind of fighter. Roy was not this cut and this hurt in that fight. But you're right.
Head in 57 Roy Jones fight. I want to say this is the worst cut I've ever seen him experience. They did not manage to do anything.
In the Tarver fights, in this third fight, there was a kind of a concession on Roy's part. I don't see him conceding here. He's still trying to win.
Absolutely. Fighting with more will and heart than was the case against... No, he's never been cut. And obviously, nothing ever like this.
No, I've never saw him cut, and I've been watching him fight since he was a 15-year-old kid in the tournaments. Never saw him cut.
Far from over. Perhaps, depending on how long he can go with that cut.
Kальзаге has taken a little bit of a vacation this round, but now begins to apply the pressure again.
Well, they feel he's got control over the fight in every way.
And when he's able to push Jones into corners, he's totally in control. And now the combinations and the hand speed, and Jones looking to land one big shot. Kальзаге wrestling him into position, dodging the left hook, firing away again. He's swamping Jones with activity.
And it's in a great fighter's career that people remember. Of course, Roy is almost 40 years old, facing a younger, fresher man.
But you know what? Roy's still fighting to win. A lot of guys like this would just be on the defense, especially at this age. You know, I can't take a risk against him, but he's trying to win this fight.
He realizes, I think, well, Joe does give him chances by dropping his hands like that, and Roy can punch with both hands.
But it's Joe who's doing the punching, and Roy who's having to cover up. Jones shaking his head. 5 previous appearances in Madison Square Garden, he won them all. Came into the ring tonight and knocked Kальзаге down in the first round. It might have been another road to glory. But then, reality started to set in. Nowhere in the world is reality as cruel as in a boxing ring. Kальзаге begins the 10th round with a couple of body shots.
Right-hand side of the apron, and the cut is on the left-hand side. And I don't know why Alton Berkison doesn't get out of that ring and let the doctor work in front of him and stop.
So the Jones corner believes they're doing all the right things. Bottom line is they have not been effective in stopping the bleeding. And Jones is badly compromised in the ring. This started along about the 2nd round when the swelling started.
Always be a threat for Roy anyway.
And therein lies the danger of fighting well past your prime.
Yep.
That people speculate, well, I don't know, maybe Kальзаге would have beaten Roy at his best. After all, we just saw him beat him. No one's walking.
This guy, I think, would have been a problem always for him.
Bring it up, bring
A
it up.
problem for anyone. And the fascinating thing is that at this point, Roy's only chance, maybe he is in his way showing respect for Jones's great reputation and record by saying to him, all right, look, I'm not going to back off. I'll fight in such a way that you've still got an opportunity here. I think he's also, frankly, slowed Jones down to the point where basically time. Impossible to tell what he's saying, but he's talking to Kальзаге the whole time. Probably something to the effect of, you can't knock me out. Probably something about making it to the finish line.
Well, there's enough blood for this to be the same.
To LaMotta versus Sugar Ray Robinson, and the line was, you never knock me. And he, in fact, walks away. These pictures will be a part of ring history for years to come.
And he's had a phenomenal career. He ends up doing phenomenal record.
To beat Jones with Hopkins sitting at ringside, after having beaten Hopkins with Jones sitting at ringside, not a bad way to play.
Включай джеб и постепенно сокращай. Держи бой на этой дистанции. Бей левый по корпусу. Джеб, левый хук. Да все хорошо. Нет, ты упускаешь это.
Gardен tonight. Referee Hubert Earl has a shirt soaked with blood. Kальзаге and Jones still have respect for one another. Two guys who agreed via cell phone text.
I mean, he's got everything to lose and nothing to gain. In fact, Roy is moving in, but he's got it
here in New York, who is a top-flight judge and a real expert. And Terry O'Connor of Wales is...
Well, Roy's going to have to do the upending. he hopes to win. So far, maybe he's thrown that's maybe his second punch of the round.
And Kaizaki's walking in with his hands down and giving Roy every chance to land something big, but still dominating the action. Crowd wants Jones to try to do something. They should be thrilled that he's shown such courage as to finish the fight with that kind of blood on his face.
He's got a lot of respect from a lot of fans tonight based on his performance, even though he's losing the fight. I think it's really did nothing but enhance his respect from the fans still.
Yeah, but what would enhance it even more, I think, is if in this last
For a little bit more respect than to take advantage of this to really try to embarrass Jones down the stretch. Just fight, Jones. You've made your point. Good body shots by both men. Jones takes one last home run swing, and Kaizaga drives him back with a couple of blows. Crowd rises for what might be the last time in the ring for both men. Just could be farewell.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Madison Square Garden, New York City, we go to the scorecards. All three judges, Jerry Roth, Terry O'Connor, and Julie Letterman score the bout 118-109. To the winner by unanimous decision, the fighting pride of Newbridge, Wales, still light heavyweight champion of the world, Joe
Когда ты получил рассечение и оказался в невыгодном положении, чувствуешь ли ты, что этот бой стал для тебя своим? Да, чувствую. Я прошел все 12 раундов даже с рассечением. Немногие возвращаются после 3 поражений подряд и снова выходят на топ-уровень. Я это сделал и дрался с лучшим на сегодня. Это для меня уже своего рода искупление. Спасибо Богу за здоровье. Привет, Пенсаколе. Простите, что не получилось лучше, но я старался.